Yeah. No. No, you can't meet you that'll start an international. No, you can't do that. The Gishers cannot. Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about it later. I have to help the Gishers learn how to recruit people. Yes, I'm going to tell them about the brain. Yes. Okay. All right. Bye. All right. Are we live? Oh, we're live. Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. Hi, I'm Charlie. Welcome. Hi, everybody. I'm going to just get prepped here, get really professional and business-like. Hi. No, this is not. Hold on. First of all, I don't know who did this. Okay, just got to fix. Hi. Welcome to GISH 101 today. I'm Charlie Capon, Vice President of GISH, emissary of Misha Collins. Misha is currently in a bunker somewhere, I think. I never know where he is. A phantom. He's like an angel. He just flies away. He is currently concocting the list for you right now. There's only 15 days left of registration. And we felt like it would be important to talk about how to recruit people and influence friends. I think that's how that goes. How to win friends and influence. I don't know what it is. I just know that we have a lot of good to do in the world, and we're going to have some fun doing it. So welcome. You're here. Let's see if everybody's coming in. Great. You're here. So you obviously, maybe you're a new Gisher or you're a veteran and you want to talk about team building and recruitment of players. Well, guess what? We're going to talk all about it today. We're going to answer some questions. We have the Q&A on. The chat is on. If you need any help with any technical issues on the site, if you need help convincing friends to join, you're in the right place. So a little bit about me. I'm Charlie. Hi. I've been working for GISH now for about 4 years. I left the normal world. Very proud to be here. I was hand selected by Misha to help somehow. I don't know if I've been helpful, but I'm trying, and that's the best we can do. Well, today we're going to talk about a few things. Just going to pull up my notes here. Today is happening, and we've never really done this level of depth before, but we're doing it because we grew a lot last year and a lot of people who have questions. If you've been in the GISH bunker, then you've probably seen a lot of people asking a lot of questions. That's great. We're growing. It's good stuff. But that means we also got to help each other and learn and grow and teach each other how to do this GISH thing, because it's so easy to describe and explain, as you can tell. So there's only 15 days left, and I want to get into a couple of things. First, we want to talk about GISH. This is your brain. That's your brain. And this is your brain on GISH. So it really affects the frontal cortex first, and then suddenly it starts firing and sparking all over the place. Really, it creates a lot of creativity and a desire to do good around the world. But not everybody's ready for this kind of creativity. I'm going to put these back on the wrong things. Creativity, that's what that looks like. So to a normie, that could be a little intimidating. So we think it's important that you help. See, okay, let's just real talk for a second here. Brainwashing gets a bad rap, okay? Brainwashing is maligned. Whoever is doing the PR work for brainwashing is, well, they need to be fired, because we believe we have developed a method of brainwashing we like to call brain bathing. Brain bathing is just good mental hygiene. You're helping people learn how to clean their brain. So it's not brainwashing, it's brain bathing when it's GISH. Just want to make sure those two things are distinct. We are not brainwashing anybody. Misha is not brainwashing you into doing stuff. He's coercing you, he's inviting you, but really he's trying to bathe this brain, in something that's a little bit more hygienic. You want to get rid of the negative thoughts and get rid of the you know, all the stuff going on there that's like taking you apart. GISH is here to help. You can see how orderly this looks now. Like, look how beautiful that is. So you want wrinkles. You want to really get in and do a real, you know, you want to really get in the cracks. You want to floss that brain. You want to get in there, and just clean it all out. Okay. So we're going to help teach you how to do a little brain bathing for friends, family, strangers, roommates, neighbors, cousins, acquaintances, gas station attendants, people on the internet that you may or may not know. You know, we really just want to help empower you with some tools and then give you a couple of skills to help build your teams and invite people. So let's get into it, shall we? All right. Oh God! Don't look at. Sorry, just don't look at that one. That's not. That was from an earlier meeting. Here we go. All right. Section 1. Tools. We're all a bunch of tools, Gishers and us. We are people who get the job done. We're tools, and we're tools in the bigger picture of fixing the world, fixing the waking up the world. So these tools are going to be really important as you go out and talk to all of these potential Gishers in your life. So let's go over the tools really quickly. I'm going to screen share here so that we can go through the website together. Remember, there may be some things on the app that are slightly different than the website. That's okay. They're different, unique individuals. But your tools will be on your app and your website. So if you want to pull up your app or pull up the website too, by all means. All right, here we go. Here we go. First thing we'll do here, let's talk about, can you all see that? I'm gonna just highlight Berto for everybody here. Can you all see that? Can you raise your hands if you can see the site here? Excellent, excellent. Wow, look at the participation here. Well done. All right, everybody lower your hands. We will get into this now. So the first thing you're gonna do when you've registered, which hopefully you all have, if you haven't, definitely go do that now. What you're gonna do first is you actually need a team before you can even send out invitations. And the reason for that is you can join by yourself and we'll add you into a team. That's no problem. But you want to create or you want to join a team, ideally, so you can invite others. And even if you invite only a few people, that's totally okay. We can pair you up. We are proud to announce that our minimum team size is now 5. In the past, it was 15, and then we lowered it to 9, but now it's 5. So you and 4 friends could win GISH. Pretty snazzy. Pretty cool, if you ask me. So if you, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to create or join a team. And I'm going to tell you a couple of things about this. When you create a team, you're going to obviously have a team name, and you're going to decide whether you're for the fun of it or you're in it to win it. And you can create a team of up to 15 people, and you know, 5 is now our minimum. And so once you hit that 5 limit, you can lock your team. On the website, you can email your teammates, and there's a captain. Now the captain is in charge of locking and unlocking the team. Cool. And we don't recommend that you join a team willy-nilly. For those of you who don't know what willy-nilly means, it means, you know, just out of the blue. Okay. You really want to sort out your teams before the hunt. And again, if you want to just join by yourself and then be added to a cool team of weirdos from around the world, that's totally fine too. Okay. You know, there's a team building thread in our GISH bunker, which we can put that link up here in the chat. If you're not in the GISH bunker, I don't even know how many people are in it now. A few tens of thousands at this point. And it's a great resource. There's a thread in there where you can find teammates or find a team. both of those. And yes, Beeline has put the link to the bunker in there, so check that out. You're not in there, but there will be resources in the app and elsewhere too. So let me talk about that real quick. So again, a little reminder: if you're joining a team, connect with the team or the team captain first. Don't just join. Teams, should be nice to people, and asking who've joined by accident or just jumped in, because maybe they're a newbie. So just remember that, teams. So the new news: 5 to 15 members. If you want to do GISH, you're going to be put on a team. Again, it's going to be 5 or 15 as a default, but you can lock anywhere in there while you're in the process. Okay. Are there any questions about team building before I move on from team building in general? We're going to get into how to invite people and all of that and the specifics of team building, but is there anything in this section that you have questions about that we need to address right now? I see that, yes. There's been a lot of requests for Discord. We are considering it. I will say that right now. Yep. Let me see here. Someone asked, how do you pick a team when you don't know anyone doing GISH? Great question. You've got the GISH app, you've got the bunker, you've got people in the threads of our social media. A lot of times people will post their team name or that they're looking for a team. You can try there as well. Great question. As a first-time GISHer in the Netherlands, Demi writes, would it be possible to do GISH on an international team? Yeah, 100%. I don't believe there's been a winning team with less than 3 to 4 countries represented. That is a fact. I mean, the more international you are, I think the better. It also gives you a chance to remember that there's a whole world out there outside of our quarantine and outside of our country or our neighborhood or our house. Remember when we could go outside and go everywhere? It's pretty great. Yeah, people want to find more Dutch Gishers, 100%. Oh, the Dutchies. Ooh, how to build a team that won't be full of ghosts. Let's talk about ghosts for a moment. Ghosts are people who suddenly disappear before, during, or after the hunt. We've been doing a bit of ghost busting over the past couple of years. We're proud to say, without a proton pack. The best way to avoid ghosting is twofold. One is find active, participating commenters in the GISH bunker, people who are looking to have fun. Put the word out. There are actually a number of Facebook groups, by the way. Put the word out there. Also, we take steps internally to help put people on teams when they are active. So when they log into the website, we can tell whether they're active inviting people or checking their account or updating their account. We try to put people together that are active, engaged GISHers. Little known fact. The unfortunate reality is, as soon as that list drops, or as soon as the hunt starts, or just before it, there can be a drop-off. Life happens. Life finds a way, to quote Dr. Ian Malcolm. That is something that is just an unfortunate fact. People have crises in their life. People feel overwhelmed. And this is why communication is so, so important. And we'll be talking about that in our next GISH 101, is how to sort of create solid team structure, how to communicate, how to set yourself up for success during the hunt as well, because we want everybody having a great time. Excellent, excellent. Any more? How do I convince a team to have me if I'm not very good at things? Wow. Hey, listen, first of all, read those commandments. There is no space for that kind of negative self-talk. You are you are good at something, and it's just a matter of finding it. We, as you can see by my art up here, you know, art comes in a lot of different shapes and sizes. You may be more of an engineer. You may be more of a puzzle solver. You may be more of a networker who can help find and get things going. There is so much that you can do that you may not even know yet. So just remember that there is so much possible, but you have to push your boundaries and you have to try things and fail. And if you're not failing during GISH, that means you need to see if you can go a little further. Can I play solo? Someone just asked, can I play solo? We tried a solo route for GISH Fest, and that was a really, really cool experience to see how people participated. It was a very collaborative hunt. The week-long hunt would be a lonely affair to participate in GISH for a week by yourself. There will be things where you collaborate with other teams, but because the grand prize is so big, and because Misha is trying to connect people around the world on purpose, so that they can learn from each other and they can grow and create together, we insist on teams for this one. We will get into the grand prize for a second, because there's actually something very important here about recruitment and the grand prize, which you may not know about. So we'll get to that in just one moment. Let's see. Sorry, people are asking about the art. I just meant the easel of of amazing diagrams here. I invited, so someone said I invited my friends, but I didn't give them a link. Is it okay? What's the difference between in it to win it and for the fun of it? Great questions. Yes. Okay. So we're going to get into that in just a moment. So let's talk a little bit about, I'm going to finish up talking about how to invite friends. We'll talk more about team building and structure in our next 101, but let's go to the invite friends section of the website. So the invite friends section has a couple of cool little things here. You have the ability to invite people using your email, which is right here. You have the ability to literally gift a registration to someone else. And you have a little invitation link right here. This invitation link is really powerful. It's a total hack. Like, if you want to get people on your team right away, go into your invite friends section, which will only show up if you're on a team or have a team. This would be the way to do it, because it's the fastest. You can also email them, but you know, sometimes spam filters catch things and whatnot. We don't want that. We don't want spam filters grabbing everything. And when you pay for friends, you'll also see down here in the bottom section that I'm a member of Team GISH and I have not invited anybody. Wow, that's unfortunate. I need to get on that. So this is our invite friends section, and use it. It's also in the app, which is pretty great. So definitely use that. Here's the little kicker. Registration ends in 15 days. And there is a great little incentive going. If you invite people and they join, you are entered in a drawing to get a spot on the grand prize. Now, in the past, it's been a trip. It's been a trip somewhere exotic and fun and exciting, somewhere around the world, a bucket list trip, if you will. If, in this case, we are still grappling with COVID and restrictions, so in a perfect world, you are going on a trip. However, if that is not going to happen, we will be talking to you directly. We just had such a fun time with last year's team. We took them on a virtual trip, and in our rules and regulations, they are also entitled to the cash equivalent of the trip, of the tickets at the time. So they got to, what I've heard from the past two teams, that they are pooling their money so that when travel is open again, they're going to go on a trip somewhere around the world. However, We took them on a virtual excursion for a few days to Jamaica, Thailand, Japan, parts of the US. We did game night. We did all sorts of fun stuff. It was a great time. I went to Scotland. Ruthie Connell came over and hung out with us. We don't want to talk about it too much. We're not going to give everything away, but we had a really great time. Can you still invite friends if you are on a full lock team? Yes. Yes, you can. In fact, if you go to my account, if you go to the My Account page, there is a referral link in there that is not tied to your team. But both of those referrals will count toward the winner's trip drawing. Pretty snazzy, if I do say so myself. So those are the tools. Let's see if there's anything else we didn't cover. Any other questions before I move on to the next section of stuff that we have to talk about? Yep. Let's talk about the app for a second. We're going to put a link up to the app in a moment. So you can get it on Android or iOS. And it is a really powerful tool. It's come a long way. It didn't always used to be as cool as it is, and now it is quite cool. There is a map on the app where you can find Gishers near you, and you can DM them. Now, the map locations, just so you know, your specific location is obscured up to, I think it was 3 or 5 miles at this point. So, and you can also turn off your location sharing. So you never have to worry about safety in that way. But you can find people near you. And there are different colored rings around the profiles in the app when you're on the GISH, that GISH geo map. And let me just go into what those are real quick. So download that app. There's a news feed. There's a place for team chat, which isn't on the site. You want that for sure. And you can see the hunt list. But in the geo chat, you can also chat with people in your, I think it's province or state. So in California, we have a couple of regional chats split up because we're a large state. But there's a few things you can do in there as well. And then let's talk about the geo chat for a second. So the geo chat, you'll see on the map that there's different colored rings. And let me tell you what those rings mean, if you can go into the app real quick here. The red ring means they're not registered. The gray ring means they are registered. So you want to probably talk to those to get them on your team. Or you can reach out to people with the red ring and say, hey, why haven't you joined GISH yet? What are you doing? Don't waste time. The inner ring is green, means they're a veteran. So if you see someone who's played before, you could probably convince them a little bit quicker and build your team. There are GISH points for completing your team and locking it down, just so you know, for the whole team. And the inner white ring means they're a newbie. So use those referral codes, use the app, get in the GISH bunker, fill out your teams. The earlier you fill out teams, we've seen, the more successful and less ghosts you'll have, straight up, okay? Any other questions about that before we move on to our next section? So I'll just, I'll write these up here so you can screenshot it, or if, okay, so, so you've got one, the app, and you've got the map, and you've got geo chat. You know, when I was in school, I had a teacher tell me I have the handwriting of a serial killer. I don't understand. I just have people buried in my basement. It's fine. Map, geo chat, and you have team chat as well. So you can send invites from there. You can do all sorts of stuff. So get the app, use it for that. 2, what else we got? We got the bunker. Wow, this is getting a little wonky. What else we got? We got the website. Yep. Those are some places to go. We've also there's other Facebook groups, honestly, that are pretty great, and they've got lots of people in there too. It's a very popular thing, that GISH, I've heard. What else do we got here? Yep. So let me put up these colored rings one more time, just so that everybody understands. So the way it looks when you go to the map, I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna draw the map. How about that? Cash me outside. How about this? You're going to see different rings of people on the map, like in your area. So this is your street, and you literally live next to a Gisher. What the heck's going on here? Now, there are going to be 2 rings and their profile picture. And there's an inner ring and an outer ring and an inner ring. And just to remind you what those rings are again, just because I like to see Bertha say rings. Okay, good. This is basically an ASL class for me right now, which is great. Okay, so the inner, here we go. So so let's do outer. Wow. I don't know that I would make a good teacher. I'm just going to say that right now. I think my handwriting is too. I could be a doctor because look at, red, not reg. They are not registered. Go get them. Tell them to join. And when you get them to join, you're entered to win the grand prize. Awesome. Or you can win GISH. One of those. Which one of those is easier? I don't know. Gray. That is registered. So if it's a red ring or a gray ring on the outside. Good. Now, there's an inner. Hold on, we'll do inner over here. Inner, because I like to do some squats. Inner ring is green. They're a veteran. Usually the word green means new. We didn't do that. we went a different way with that. So green means veteran Gisher. They've done GISH before. And then white. White means new. So these are the people, veterans, that you should be talking to and helping and training and developing. We all have a responsibility to make this community as good as it can be. So this is kind of a really snazzy map situation. Are there any other questions or anything I can draw for you? Let's see. How do I turn off location in the app? So when you're in the map, you can turn off your location. There's a little section. Now you're going to need to turn it on to find your GeoChat, but you can turn it right back off again. Also remember, I think it's obscured up to 5 miles. So you may see people that are in the sea, in the actual ocean. They might be in the ocean, but more than likely they're just on the beach or further inland, and they're just being obscured and moved around on the map so that we keep everybody safe. Someone asked what the blue ring means. That's not real. I don't know what you're talking about. No, we'll put out a whole list of like commonly asked questions, and we'll put that up on an FAQ as well about all the rings. All right. Anything else we need to draw here? Anything else we need to like diagram out or figure out? Everybody see everything okay? Can you see? Okay. What else? If there's any issues with the app, email support@gish.com. We will take care of you. When there are bugs, there's a form as well, which we will put out to you all as well. Let's see, and let's see. If I send an invite or someone sends the link from my GISH page, does that automatically put them on my team? That's a good one. So there are 2 codes. One, once you've joined or created a team, you've got the invite friends. And 2, my account. These are 2 different links. This one, that'll put them right on your team, unless you're full or locked. 2, my account. That will just invite them. That'll bring them into GISH. They'll create an account and you'll get credit for it, which is awesome. Cool. Shall we move on to the next section? Section 2. Let's do this. Section 2. Skills to pay the bills. Telephone bills. Okay. Skills. 2 invite people takes just a quick, we've developed a little program here for you to help you recruit. Who here, raise your hand if you've talked to people about GISH, but you've had trouble or they didn't want to join or they said, why are you like this? Like, raise your hand right now. I just want to see by a show of hands, how many people have had an issue with that? Oh, good. Roughly half? Roughly half of you have said, hey, come do GISH with me. And they've gone, okay. We have developed a 4-step program to help you convince people to join. Are you ready for this? Great, here we go. So we call it the Mitch system. The Mitch system is really simple. It's just 4 steps. And if you do these 4 steps, you're guaranteed to get someone to join GISH with you, okay? It's just a powerful influence. It's very influential. It will influence, it will exert the influence over the people that you're talking to, and you'll become an influencer, okay? So we call it the Mitch system. So the first letter in Mitch is M. Can y'all see the M? Good. The first one is for meet. So you got to meet somebody in real life or digitally, and you want to make acquaintances with them. You want to connect with them, ask them about themselves, find out who they are, what makes them tick, what they're interested in, what kind of person they are, because you're going to find out pretty quickly there are certain, I would say, personality types that enjoy GISH more than others. Certain personality types who are ready to push boundaries and do some good and have some fun and go after this wild looking experience and go after this game. So you want to meet them, obviously, in the Mitch system, step 1. Step 2, you is really simple in the Mitch system. You want to inspire. Now that might seem like a really big task. It might seem like, who am I to inspire anybody? I'm just little old me. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about you being Mother Teresa or some saintly human being. We're all doing the best we can. What we're talking about right now is being the weirdo, the creative, the lateral thinker, the powerhouse that you are just by existing. Just by showing people who you are and continuing to do that, you will allow other people and invite other people to do the same. So the more uniquely you are, you will inspire them no matter what you do, because that's all we can do, is be the most that we can be as ourselves, rather than trying to fit into a mold or pretend to be someone or not. Let's not do that. I mean, look at this hat. Look at me. What else? Okay, so the next step in the Mitch system. Are you ready? It's Mitch, by the way. It's Mitch. S. This is for speak. Speak. So much of creativity is in our minds and then gets applied to the real world. But for us to really influence other people, we have to, over a period of time, talk about what GISH is and what it does. It may be hard to explain how the game operates, so you may want to take up what GISH has accomplished or what you have accomplished during GISH, which I'll get into identifying in this like meeting phase, like how you can tell what kind of talking points to talk to, because we'll give you some tools to do that. Don't worry. But you gotta maybe not pile on all of the stuff so you scare them away. You want to really talk about what GISH has accomplished over the decade-long experience that this has been. It's pretty cool. So that's the S, and here you got to speak about it. You got to talk about why you do it, what it is, what it's done to some degree. And you can do that over a longer period of time and sort of slow build it, or you can be like, and then they'll go, okay, yeah, I'll do it, cool. And then and then you just coerce them into doing it. So the last step here in the Mitch system. The Mitch system is also patented, so you can't steal this intellectual property. This has been developed by experts, and you can't. This is all trademarked, and so you can't. So the last step in the Mitch system. Does anybody want to guess what it is? Let's see. We'll take some guesses here. Okay. Someone says hug. Someone says hear. Someone says haggle. No, I did see some people answer correctly. The last step is help. So much of this past year has been either feeling helpless as other people went through stuff or being in need of help ourselves. But either way, we have to seek and extend help to other people and seek help from other people. You'd be surprised what happens when you allow other people to help you. I'm not good at it at all, but I hope you can do a better job than I can. But help really shows the kindness aspect of GISH, and it also gives people a chance for you to contribute to their success and who they are. So if you help them, they'll go, you know what, this person does have my best interest in mind, and they're not just out to convince me to join this weird group of people who are tortured by a list of challenges each year and do the impossible, and in the process save lives and protect people from harm. Wow. Okay, this is the 4-step Mitch program. There is, however, a fail-safe. There's an alternative here. There's a last step. Okay, this last step is very powerful, but you only want to use it if necessary. Okay, and that step is, and I'm going to put it down here because it's an alternative. It's not part of this, but the A is for ambush. Yes, that's right. Ambush means you are jumping on them and saying, I'm going to buy you a registration, or I've already gotten you, there are GISH scholarships. Go sign up for a GISH scholarship, and other GISHers from around the world are going to help you. This is your fail safe. This is the nuclear option. You can always help someone else play, or rely on the community's help to help somebody else play. So if they say, I don't have money right now, that's why we have a GISH scholarship fund, literally for that. I can't tell you how many people have said to Misha, I want to try it, but I don't have $25. I can't do it. Guess what? The community, you all have stepped up year and year and year after year to help others play. And it's huge. It's huge because it takes a lot of energy to do this, and it takes a lot of resources, and you help other people do it. So thank you very much. But yeah, so this is the Mitch system. It's a 4-step plan here. You know, in this system really works, but you have to do each of these steps completely, and it'll happen somewhere along the way. You meet somebody, you start talking, hey, I like dressing up in clothing. So do you. Recycled paper as a dress? I love that. And then it could happen here. Or you could work through all of these, being yourself, talking to them about things that are important to you and talking about GISH, and then helping them, and suddenly, boom. Or none of these work, and you ambush them. You say, like, listen, you need a little fun in your life, or you're a really competitive human being. Here's the hardest thing you'll ever do. Let's see if you can beat it. Somewhere along the way, it will happen. So one of the most important things here, though, is the meeting, right? How are we doing on time? Great. We're going to take some more questions in a moment, but I do want to go over a couple last things here. There are, we call them archetypes. I'm not going to spell this correctly because that would be cliche. There are archetypes of people who do GISH, we've figured out through extensive research and study. We have figured out basically figured out the personality types that are most likely to do GISH without even thinking about it, okay? So the first one is the competitor. The competitor is, well, they're down for anything. You say, hey, let's do a Tough Mudder, and they're like, that sounds terrible. they'll still do it because they want to win. You want to play a game of Scrabble? You want to win? Okay, let's go. Let's go right now. That person, let me give you a few tips. The competitor, tell them about 8 Guinness records. Tell them about the impossible tasks like naming a mountain range on Mars or shredding a school bus or any of the ridiculously hard things we've ever asked people to do. Say, I bet you can't complete this whole list. I bet you can't do the impossible items on this list. Not going to happen. They get GISH points. They're into that. Great. You want points? I bet you can't earn enough points to get to my level of my GISH points here. Yep. And then there's the grand prize. Can you win the grand prize? Can you win the grand prize with only 5 people? It's a lot of stuff. I don't know. So that's one person. Another person, maybe also in the chat, tell me who the archetypes you think they are. So then we'll see if you've aligned with our science. Okay. I see. Okay. Ooh, the helper, the artist, the creative. Yes. Okay. You're already onto it. So the next one, the do-gooder. The do-gooder is here to change the world or some part of the world. They're here to take the suffering of humanity and alleviate it in some way. They see the world as an opportunity for growth, and they're doing that. So send them. We have a charity and impact page, which we will link here in the chat. Send them to the charity and impact page. It has listings of the change of life projects we've done over the years, a few tallies of interesting things. In the past year alone, you can mention this to them. We've solved and worked on so many different situations in the world, and they're not just in the US. In fact, most of our change of lives have been outside of the United States. So if they're an international person who's like, hey, I don't want to just like support an American charity again, I want to find something that's on a global scale, we've done that as well. But you know, last year alone, you raised something like almost like a $750,000 for other human beings who are suffering. That's incredible. So if you have a do-gooder who's like, I really want to put my effort and energies toward fundraising or volunteering, GISH. You can sign up to volunteer. There's lots of kindness items in the list. A lot of amazing community initiatives to help other people. It's awesome. The next person, you said it in the chat. I saw it. The artist. The artist sees GISH and sees a palette. They have different media they can create in. It's awesome. So show them some of the epic works of art in, you know, a wide variety of crafting and artistic sort of media with drawing and painting and knitting and sculpting and photography and mixed media and so much more. Send them to the Hall of Fame. Show them the coffee table book. Show them, you know, the show and tells videos on our YouTube channel with Misha, where everybody comes in and says, hey, I have something to share and I just created this thing. And listen, even if it's something that isn't as good as you wanted it to be, it's still art, and it's still art in this space. So everything's valid. Let's see. How about this person? I don't know if you've met one of these people before. The extrovert. You ever meet people and they just naturally magnetize the room and they like hold court and they're talking to everybody and they're shaking hands and they're high-fiving or fist bumping and they're like, what's up? And like everybody knows that person. Well, the extrovert, there's a community here of several tens of thousands of people participating for one moment, 1 week out of the year. And there's no better place to connect to people and make friends outside of your place. So these extroverts, they want to meet new people. Guess what? You're going to make friends with people from over 100 countries, potentially. The more deeply you connect into the community, the wider your net of friends could be. But we can't talk about the extrovert without talking about the other people in our midst. We're very valid and important. The intro there. That's sort of French. The introvert is a key contributor to GISH. Key, so important. For the introvert, maybe they're looking at pushing a boundary here or there, but they're not looking to like change who they are necessarily. They want to have an experience for themselves, but maybe it's not about connecting to the wider world. Maybe it's just about, what can I do in my mind palace? What can I do where I can push my boundaries a little bit without getting too far? Well, guess what? You can connect and expand your horizons. You can, or just your social circle with no pressure. You can go on a for fun team, just for fun, and you can hang out with other introverts. Introverts unite together separately in our own homes, maybe over chat and IM. Ding, done, amazing. And you can co-play with other people and sort of work through how to do that. Okay. Lastly, and these aren't the only ones. This is the initial science research that we've done. Le weirdo. The weirdo. You know who you are. I see you in the chat. Raise your hand if you're a weirdo. Are you a weirdo? Let's hear it. If you're a weirdo, get in that chat, hit that raise hand button. So you're down. You're down to dress up in cheese. You're down to make a craft out of recycled something. You're down to make a sculpture or a bust of Jensen Ack. You're down to clown. And we love having you because your submissions make us laugh, make us cry, make that people hit the not safe for work flag button on harsh. You weirdos are really part of the lifeblood of what we do. There's so many, and listen, there are lots of people in here who could fit into the weirdo category. They're ambiverts. They might be a little bit of both. You know, they might be one day they're here and then they get an extroversion hangover, an introversion hangover, and then like, oh, I gotta step away from everybody. You could be more than one of these. You could be a weirdo artist. You could be a do-gooding introvert. There's combinations in here. This is not to say that this is all you are, but you may favor one of these 6. And it's good to know in that meat section, not in the meat department. That's a different thing. That's a deli. That's like that's not what I'm talking about. When you're in the meat part of our Mitch program, it's good to know who you're talking to, because then you can point them in a way like, hey, check out 8 Guinness records, bro. Or do-gooder. Listen, we got 15,000 malaria nets through nothing but nets, just because we played a game. Pretty rad. Pretty rad. All right, a little Q&A as we wrap this up here. I just want to remind you though, get out there and invite people. Email them, use that link, spam them, put it on social media. You can take that link and just instant message or put it on your social pages or in a Discord, and let them know that you're literally every dollar that's spent proceeds are going to True Colors United. You're helping people experiencing homelessness in one of the most marginalized community. The likelihood of homelessness amongst the LGBTIQ teens is stratospheric. It's like they're 120% more likely. It's some staggering number. We have to do something about it. So yeah, there you go for that. Grand prize drawing, invite people. What else? Oh, yeah. What else we got? Let's see, okay, I'm gonna let's do some questions. Actually, you know what? Hey, mods, let's lower everyone's hands. What if we let somebody in here? This is gonna go horribly wrong. Let's let people, okay, can we bring somebody in who has a question? Like, raise your hand if you have a question about teams or inviting. No other questions will be answered, just teams and inviting right now so that we can get everybody out of here with some solid work. And then just let me know when you have that person. I promised pie, didn't I? Okay. I'm gonna get pie. I'm gonna do a pie chart real quick. Hi, Alana. Hi. I can see you. I can't hear you. Hi. Oh, I'm being barked at. I'm stranger danger.
I run a doggy daycare, so I'm
awesome.
mid pickups. So I wanted to know, is it possible for a public figure to join as an anonymous person?
Public figure to join as an anonymous person. Yes,
I
yes,
have a
there
lot of
is.
friends who work in court and can't.
Yes. Got it. You could set up some dummy accounts for them
Okay.
if you want to. The only issue where it gets into is in the name and the address. The address is hidden. So if you create a fake name, there's nothing to say that if they upgrade, that it wouldn't come to their house. So if you have the right address, you could do different names, or maybe obscure the first name and change that and just keep the last name. And then if they upgrade and they want to get their stuff, then it'll arrive. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nothing in here. Like,
Okay.
we don't require a driver's license or anything, so we couldn't check if we tried. We've actually had
Very cool.
a lot of celebrities join under fake names, and it's never stopped them. So,
Okay.
cool. Yeah.
Very
Awesome.
cool. Thank you.
Thanks for your question.
Thanks for talking to me.
Yeah. Take care of those dogs. I could probably also use a doggy daycare. I could probably be pretty comfy there. Pie. We're gonna do a quick pie. Favorite pie? What's a favorite pie? Anybody? Apple, cherry. Cherry. All right, a lot of cherry. I see a lot of cherry. This is the best circle I've ever drawn in my life. Okay. I'm gonna show you a pie chart real quick. So have you ever wondered how many new people play versus how many veterans play? Because GISH is very intense. GISH is a lot like, I would say, a Burning Man meets a Coachella meets a bonfire party meets, there's a lot of things. I'm going to share with you a quick piece of information. And this, I hope, will help you, because I think part of the thing that we need to remember when we're inviting people and recruiting and talking about teams is there's a ton of new people. And people sometimes skip a year to give themselves a break. That's totally okay. You can do a mini hunt if you want to. You can walk away for a little bit and come back. That's totally okay. But I'm going to share with you something really interesting. So I don't actually know how to draw. So here's my slice. This is my slice of pie. This is mine. This cherry pie right here. This section, which is delicious, is all of the new people that join. Our hunt is on average 2/3 new people. And that's why we keep growing, and we start talking to people. And that's why we have to be kind to Gishers. That's why we have to help people understand the system together as a team. If you've never been a team captain and you've played before, consider being a team captain. We have a lot of people to help understand how to play and have a good time. So if you see people asking questions or the same question, or they're, maybe they're not gishy yet, you have to influence them with your gishiness. This is the cherry pie of GISH. And here's the other thing. You ever wondered, I'm going to make another pie. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to make another pie. Ever wondered the percentage? That's not it. Oh, God. I've done this before. Ugh. Okay. Have you ever wondered in it to win it versus just for fun? Cool. So I'm going to make a different pie. I love this pie. This pie is a blueberry pie. And it's in it to win it versus just for fun. Just for fun, the reason we came up with these designations is there are groups of people who want to perform competitively, and there are people who want a little bit less pressure, or they want to do a lot of stuff, or they want to do very little, and they need two different sort of designations. There's a million points on the spectrum of in it to win it and just for fun. You can be in it to win it and win. That's a really common misconception. No, not that. Sorry. You can be just for fun and win. There's nothing stopping anyone from winning at any point. But it's more about the attitude and the desire and the intensity by which you play. And if you want to just do a few items, you want to play for a day, or you want to play for all of the days, it's totally up to you. But these two designations will help you. Have you ever wondered the percentage of blueberries that are in it to win it versus just for fun? Which do you think is in it to win it, and which do you think is just for fun? I'll let you guess. So this delicious piece right here is in it to win it. So when you're out there going like, there's no way I'll ever win, you have to understand that the number of people who are dedicating time, taking off work or not, or you don't have to do any of these things. And also, you shouldn't be spending tons of money. You should be going after networking and resources. And by the way, if someone tells you certain items that you should have to collect or hoard, just remember, it may not be those items. The list changes and fluctuates each year. So there could be a year where you're like, oh, I need to collect up all the, it might not be on the list. And what's more important is that you go into the hunt being ready to think on your feet and try new things and beg, borrow, maybe not steal because that's against the commandments, but you know what I'm saying. Right, and yes, okay. A final thought, somebody asked this question, I think it's really important. By the way, this section of In It Just for Fun, these people like to party. They do amazing work. They focus on fewer items maybe, and they do something really well. This group of people though are powerhouses. So you gotta, maybe if you've done this before, try going for this for a year. If you need a break, come play Just for Fun and do a couple of things, and you're supporting charity and you're helping people out and you're listening to Misha. That wasn't a good sales pitch. Okay, so final thing I'll tell you is I'm seeing some questions and thoughts about showing them content from the hunts. We often put up content that looks stunning. It looks like, wow, a Renaissance pizza, or you know, a Rube Goldberg that I don't even understand how they created it. Those are just a percentage of people who achieve at that point for that one item. It may be the only item they do, but they work because they have an acumen for it, or they have a skill, and they go for that. Please understand that the most important thing in GISH for you is that your experience is, how would I say this? Fun torture? I mean, I don't know how to delicately put this. There's something that happens to people when they push their boundaries and they try new things, or they try to attack a challenge or a problem in ways they've never thought about before. It literally rewires our brains. It makes us think differently, and we're changed because of it. And the more dedication we put into it, the more we get out of it. The result of it, the art, it's why we don't share team sizes or participant numbers, is because art needs to happen in a vacuum. You can't be creating art and looking at someone else's art project and be like, oh, this pie isn't very good. I messed it up. Oh man, we have to create individually or as a team without any thought for what's come before, what will come after, how good it is in the moment, how good it is when it's done. You just create purely and without any other influence. I said that word again, I know. All right, it's 11. A few quick things. Misha is giving away the shirt off his back today. Stay tuned for that. Check our social channels. You could win the shirt off of Misha's back. Also, we're going to be announcing, I don't know if I can show this, hold on. This guy, whoop. This gal, we're going to be announcing our Beeline plushie. She is so cute. I can't even tell you. We are going to be announcing several more giveaways as well, several more updates on True Colors United. What else? Puzzles like you've never seen before. And another training seminar probably next week. We're thinking the 13th. specifically on team management and the process of bonding with your team and how the merge happens and all that kind of stuff. So there's going to be more on that. You have 15 days left. Get out there and invite people. We are growing every day. And the more people we have in our rosters standing next to us shoulder to shoulder, the more people can be saved, the more art that can be created, and the more we can change this world for a little bit kinder, wake it up a little bit, stop being so serious while still taking seriously the suffering of other people. So we hope you will invite as many people as possible. And on behalf of Misha and the rest of the GISH team, thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for everything you will do. And thank you for coming to the first ever Paper Emporium. Welcome to GISH 101. I'm Charlie. Have a great day.